Let's leave the League to one side for a second, but the FA Cup, how exciting is this weekend for you?
Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's I personally the first time I've ever played in first round of the FA Cup. So, but for us as a club, it's great. It's a good sign of the way we've progressed over the last 3 years, the kind of project that's been building, and a cup run's something that obviously brings revenue for the club. It brings exposure, and for us as well, it's a good platform to test yourself on that next level, to play against players who are at the level that you sort of aspire to be at. So for us, yeah, it's going to be a good day, and it's one that I'm sure everyone wants to be involved with and looking forward to.
First time you've been this far in the Cup. I don't know about the rest of your teammates, but obviously as a manager, Simon Weaver's been further with Harrogate Town. Has he said much about it, what it's like to go further with all it brings?
I think, to be honest, it's kind of been the gaffer and Thurs have been away a bit this week, so it's kind of, we've not really had, today's the first day when we've kind of really spoke about it, because I think once the draw was made, it's quite easy to look past the league, and I think we had 3 league games, so this kind of old cliche, but like kind of focus on the league at that point and kind of put it to one side. But I think it's been in the back of everyone's mind, and yeah, we'll be relying. I know obviously Thurs and Steady and Mullers has gone far in the cup before, so there's players like that who've had experience and upset the odds. So for us, I think we're a confident bunch going into the game. I think there's no reason why we can't get a result. We're at home, and at the end of the day, like I said, probably need a bit of luck on the way, but we're playing well, so anything can happen.
You mentioned focus. There's been a real buzz since this tie came out of the hat. Has it been easy for you to focus on the matters in hand up to this point?
Yeah, I think it has. I think for any player, like if you asked the gaffer would he rather have this or get out of the league, it would be we want to get out of this league. So yeah, it's one that you look at, and it's one that your mates will text you about. A lot of interest, but yeah, for me, I've played pretty much every game for 3 years now. So for me, it's kind of just routine playing games and trying to stay sharp.
Have you looked much at your opponents yet?
We haven't looked at anything yet. I think we've obviously got scouting reports and been to watch them, so I think that will happen over the weekend. We'll start to look at them in a little bit more depth. Kind of, for me, I'll do my own research on bits and bobs, and we'll have meetings and go from there. It's like I said, it's a big day for the club. Don't get me wrong. There's no point sitting here trying to play it down, because it is. But for us, it's a game of football on a stage that can elevate players' careers, and it puts you in the spotlight. And yeah, so about taking your chance.
Will there be anything different in the build-up apart from the fact it's on a Monday? It's a big game, as you've mentioned. Does anything change?
No, I think other than the fact that we're in Saturday and Sunday this week, so it kind of changes schedules a bit. But no, the build-up will be the same, I imagine. Like we had a good session today, and then Saturday and Sunday will be a typical sort of Thursday-Friday session. So Sunday we'll have meetings, we'll probably watch some video, and it will be preparation as normal. I think when you come here on Monday, I think it'll feel like a bigger game. Obviously, it's going to be a big crowd, which will be great. But then turn up for the game. There'll probably be a few nerves early doors, but it's understandable. And I think if we start fast and get an early goal, and see where we go from there.
And I guess a good chance on a stage like that to put last week's league defeat behind you.
Yeah, and we've addressed that. We went through the video with the gaffer earlier in the week, back for myself. We looked at the goals, because we gave up some uncharacteristically sloppy goals, and it's not what we've built our success on over the last 10, 11 games, where we've been resolute, we've been keeping clean sheets, it's been hard to beat. It wasn't a good performance, but not taken away from the fact that, like I said, we had gone 10 games unbeaten before that. We picked up some big results, so it's not, I won't say it's not confidence, it's not knocked the mood in the camp. We're still as positive as we were before, and yeah, it's probably the best game to have after a performance like that, where you're going in, and we'll be honest, there's absolutely no pressure on us at all. There's no pressure on us to go and win the game of football. The pressure will be on them to turn up here and win, so we can hopefully use that to our advantage and get back to where we were with energy, tempo, and play some exciting football.